Welcome to lesson 5. Glad everyone's enjoying the film so far, and really big thank you to all the people who have posted pictures of their creations. It's really great and they're all amazing. So today we're going to look at flags with a little bit of a twist. So let's go. Okay, so today we're going to look at a Union Jack flag, and then we're going to pixelate it by putting lots of squares on the flag and then colouring them different shades of the colours we need for the Union Jack. So first of all, I've drawn out a rectangle, and then I've started to draw out my Union Jack, so I'll just finish that as we go. Okay, sometimes you may need some help with this. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, but you can get your grown-ups to help you draw out the flag, because it can be a little complicated. Also, we're doing the Union Jack, but you don't necessarily need to do the Union Jack. You could do any other design of flag, and this idea can also be used for other pictures that you can then pixelate. So you could draw your favourite cartoon character or just a landscape scene, and then add the pixelations. Okay, this isn't going to be completely accurate, but it's near enough. So I know some people will say that I've done it wrong because I haven't put the right thickness of white in the right place. Make sure you use a ruler so we have nice straight lines. And then we're nearly done. Okay, so there's our Union Jack. Okay, now what we need to do is grid out the squares. So come back to me in a second and you can see how I've got on. Okay, so I've gridded out the Union Jack. As you can see, I've done 2 centimetre squares. If you want to make it easier, you can make the squares bigger, or if you want to make it a bit more detailed and a little bit more complicated and time consuming, you can use smaller squares. So now what I'm going to do is colour the squares in. So if we take, for example, the red of this bit here. Okay, so the idea is, for example, I'll colour this square in a shade of red. Remembering on this section, I'm only going to do part of the square because the other part of the square is going to be white. Okay, so the idea is the squares next to that one are going to be different shades of red. They don't have to be. Some of you can mix it up, so some of them are the same. But the effect by using different colour shades will be even better if you can make sure that they're all different. Okay, so then this one here, I can do this colour. Now you can see I'm using pencil crayons here. I'm going to show you one at the end that I created yesterday, which pretty much took me off and on much of the day. Okay, and I used acrylic paints. Okay, but as with all my videos, you can use whatever you've got available. So I'm going to mix that up with light orange just to give it, so any colours that are close to red, so you could do pink, you can do a slight orange, so these ones here would be again this other colour, this orange colour, so that they are not the same colour next door to each other. Not really explaining this particularly well, but you can see from what I'm doing what I mean, hopefully. Okay, then I can do this one in this colour. Now if you're using paint, then you can adjust the colour of your, say for example red, by adding some white to it to then make it a lighter red, so that gives you more options. So you can do the same with pencil crayons, because you can just do a slightly lighter shade. I'm just going to do this one over here, like so. Okay, so you get the idea. So it's like a patchwork. So I'm just going to do the same with the blue, so you get an idea how it goes. So do a different one here. Now, another thing that you could do is, instead of using paints, you could chop up some old magazines into little squares and use them in the same way to make a collage, which will be quite effective. What you could also do, instead of doing squares, maybe you could grid out diamonds instead. I'll use that one. And then there. Okay, so you get the idea. You're going to grid out, colour in, make up your patchwork. So come to me in a second and I'll show you what I did yesterday. Okay, so here's the one I did yesterday. Just popped a frame around it to make it stand out. Let's pop it on here again so you can see. There we go. So this one I used 1 centimetre squares, which took a long time to do, but the effect looks really great. Okay, and I've just left the white bits plain. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's quite a short video today, but really interesting design to do. Thanks for watching. Enjoy painting. See you next time.